What's up everyone, Zero back again. Today I'm playing a little bit of Domination on Grid. I know in my commentary yesterday I said I got a class built that a lot of people use but I don't use that often and that I had a lot of fun with, so here it is. I'm using that AK-47 with dual mags and the suppressor. Now when I'm playing on Grid, I like running this opening route and taking the top of this truck right here. You're kind of open to someone coming up from the side, but usually you'll have a teammate take that. And basically the point of that is just to hold them off B as long as you can, at least when I'm starting on the C side. And if you can hold them off B, that gives your team an advantage of getting up there and taking B, because on Grid, B is kind of a wide open flag and pretty hard to take back once they get it. As far as my setup goes, a lot of people always wonder why I use silencer, or suppressor, or whatever you want to call it, they're the same thing. And to me, the reason I use it is because it's just about as good as Ghost. Unless they have a UAV in the air, they're not going to be able to tell where your shots are coming from. And if you know where they're at, and they don't know where you're at, that's one hell of an advantage in a gunfight. And it gives you an opportunity to shoot before they know. And look at these two bullshit deaths right there. Back to back, I was well around the corner and well behind cover before I even get hit, and then I drop over dead. But yeah, that's the way it goes. I don't know what my connection was there, I wasn't paying attention, but now I have a good connection after this, even though you'll see my hit detection kind of goes to crap here a couple times in the game. But that's the reason I use a suppressor on almost every class, at least with assault rifles, because I like having the advantage in the gunfight, and I like shooting at them before they even know where I'm at. And it's really helpful once we get UAVs and things like that in the air, because once we have that up, then we really know where they're at, where they're coming from, where they're spawning at. You can have even more of an advantage of staying hidden and taking them out before they even know where they're being shot at from. In my opinion, two of the most overlooked kill streaks in this game are UAV and counter UAV. You'll see me using those pretty much exclusively as my first two kill streaks, just because you can't really count on anyone else on your team to be running those, and they're really easy to achieve, and once you get those up, it gives your team a huge advantage over the other team, especially counter UAV. That just goes along with my whole strategy of keeping them in the dark while you know where they're at. And if you can keep them blinded with their UAV, then that works for everyone on your team, whether they're using Ghost, whether they're using a suppressed weapon, no matter what. They're basically invisible to the other team, and now we have the element of surprise. And I think it works really well when you're playing with randoms, because any advantage you can give your team when you're not coordinated is, well, it's going to help matters greatly. So if you can help them by pointing out enemy positions and letting them know where everyone's at and blinding the enemy, then you're giving yourself a really good advantage even against a coordinated team that is communicating and talking about things. And if you're on a communicating team, then it just really destroys the other team when you have the UAV and counter UAV. There's nothing that they can do, pretty much. Because if you're communicating back and forth and have that layer of visibility, plus have the other layers of visibility and your layer of invisibility with counter UAV, there's nothing they can do. They're just screwed right from the get-go. And for my third perk, normally you'll always see me running Napalm, just because I mainly play Domination, and Napalm is great for just locking down an area of the map or cutting off areas where they can't run. And it helps secure flags, helps keep them off flags, and kind of just gives your team some breathing space. But I must have been playing with a team somewhat recently, because I have Blackbird as my third perk here this time. And that's okay too. That's a really good team-based perk as well, because if you have the Blackbird up, then they really can't do anything unless they have a UAV jammer. But if they don't have that, then you know where they're all at in real time, even if they are using Ghost. So then your team has another layer of visibility that just gives even more of an advantage. And really the layers upon layers of advantages that you can give your team, the better off you are overall. And as you can see in this game here, well, I got screwed there. Even though I had headset on, I can't hear a guy dropping from a second story window right behind me. That's one thing I hope they fix in Modern Warfare 3, is the sound, because the sound is all sorts of screwed up in this game. There's no way that you wouldn't hear something like that in real life. But anyway, as I was saying, you're just going to see me mainly taking it easy in this game here. That's because we have so much air support up. We have UAVs and counter UAVs, and most of the enemies are running without suppressors, so they're always showing up on the minimap. So basically I know where they're spawning, and when you know where they're spawning, then you know which way to face. So I just sit here at, kind of around the B flag at a choke point, and I just know I can turn this way, that's where they're coming from. I can turn that way, that's where they're spawning, and I basically just get to sit back and relax and rack up the kills once we secure the flag here. And I totally got screwed on the kill before that and the kill right there. The guy was behind the Jeep and I shot him twice in the head, and it didn't kill him somehow. Only thing visible was his head because you can't shoot through the Jeeps. I've learned that on many occasions, so don't know what's going on in this game, but one of my other wishes for Modern Warfare 3 is I hope they do something about the hit detection, hope they do something about the sound, and I hope they do something about the bullet damage, because having to shoot someone in the head twice with an assault rifle is bullshit. But I'm learning to live with it. I'm doing a lot better now that I got the AK-47 out, because it just does so much more damage than a lot of the other guns. Even though it has a slower rate of fire, you don't have to connect with as many bullets to do it. And it seems like on my connection, the higher damage always works better than the high rate of fire. Don't know why that is, but it seems like every fourth bullet, no matter what my rate of fire is all that connects. So who knows? I think it's just something screwed up in the game mechanics, but it's hard to tell. Check out this kill here. I'm so surprised I got the kill for this one. I damaged him with the grenade. I got two people running in on him, and somehow I snagged the kill out from in front of both of them. I was pretty happy about that one. And it leads to me getting my Blackbird here in a second, which I don't typically get Blackbirds all that much because I don't typically run them, so I'm always pretty happy when I do. I like the little sound it makes when you earn the kill streak reward. Just one of those small little pleasures in this game that I don't really understand. There you can see some of the hit detection. I was on him for at least a few of those shots, and only the last couple counted. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems to suck. But that's nothing compared to one that's coming up. There's a guy in front of me jumping around and doing all sorts of stuff, and it takes me almost an entire mag to kill him after the first couple hits. I don't know what's going on with that, but I just blame it on the game, because, you know, that's the easy thing to do. I think that's what everybody does these days, blame it on the game. Now I'll get my SR-71 up in the air, and I don't get another kill before I die, simply because I'm not even watching the readout from it. I know a lot of people complain about Ghost because they spend so much time looking at their UAV, but I have this habit of never watching it, so I always die, even though I should have seen that guy coming right there. But, oh, here's the one I was talking. No, I guess not. It's the one after this guy, somewhere right in here, where the hit detection just goes to shit on me. They start spawning back in the back again, and I turn around to kill him, and that's when it happens. But I like this little area right here. You get plenty of cover. You can kind of clip over the edge of the Jeep and things like that, and you're a pretty hard target to hit. But you got a good line of sight on a lot of different places. If they're coming through the gates there, or you can flip back around and shoot into the bunkers behind you if you need to. It's one of my favorite spots on this map. I always try to come here and just hold it down as long as I can. And when you're here, you get two good approaches to be covered, and don't know how I killed that guy. He was already behind cover before my bullet counted, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I consider it me getting even for those that when it happened to me earlier. And I get another real bullshit death here coming up again, where, well, you'll see it coming. I get two hit markers on a guy right here, and somehow after that he turns and fires on me while he's damaged. Before any of my bullets count, I drop dead. It's, yeah, one of those crazy things that happens in Black Ops. And here is the one I was talking about. I mean, look at all those where I was just right on him and it didn't count. But that's the way she goes, I guess. Anyway, game's winding down here. Looks like it's about over. As always, thumbs up always help. Comments, anything like that. Anything that happens to get my videos noticed, I always appreciate. So, until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll keep working on more videos to get up, and hopefully you'll all enjoy them. Later.